How's it going, everybody? Here for the update video for Gregtech 6.04.09 and 10. 10 because something happened in 9 where there were recipes not generated. Like none of the dense plates were craftable in the compressor. So that's all for 10. So 9 is the main one we're going to focus on today. Just make sure you're using 10 instead of 9 so you have all your recipes. There's not a whole lot to actually make today. The only real thing is the conveyor module, and we're not quite ready to produce those here. So if you played in Gregtech 5, you'll know the conveyor modules. They're basically just a way of pulling things out of a inventory. We've had them for a while. They just now have functionality in the world, so you can put them on pipes just like pumps. And they go from ultra low voltage up to PUV1, not even sure what that one is, and made the same way as in Gregtech 5, 2 motors, cable, and 6 rubber sheets. Only thing that changes is the kind of cable and the kind of electric motor. And they go from 512 ticks that a stack gets transferred to a stack every tick with the PUV. PUV, holy crap, takes twinaquadalloy alloy and superconductive wires. Holy crap. So that's quite expensive. And then these are trinitanium and superconductor wires. These are osmium and superconductors. LUV is iridium and graphene. These are going to be titanium for IV and platinum. And then you get to the ones that most of us can get to reasonably easy, which is chromium and aluminum, stainless steel, and gold. This is going to be aluminum and annealed copper or copper. And this will be galvanized steel and tin. And then you're going to have tin alloy and lead. So that's your different flavors of conveyors and the different speeds that they can do. They can be switched with a screwdriver to go pull or push, and they have an animation. There was some more chemistry regarding fluorine and stuff that contains it. This is going to be kind of in the same with the cassiterite ore. Byproducts has changed. Tin byproducts also has changed. Both have the same byproducts now. So if you look at cassiterite, we'll look at the crushed here. It has now where you sluice it and you get Molly B mineral. It's not the actual molybdenum, or Molly B as I call it, but it is a mineral that contains it, and you can actually get osmium out of it as a byproduct. but when you electrolyze it, you get moly and sulfur. Also, it can be roasted. And you get wolframite, which is tungsten, or a kind of tungsten. And this one will give you stantonite out, or iron. And when you actually get to pure dust, it can be electrolyzed for tungsten and iron with 4 oxygen as well. Get back over here. You have fluorite ore, arsenopyrite, stantonite, sphalerite, hubernerite, which up until now did not spawn in the world as far as I know, but we've actually found some today. So apparently now it does. I do believe in the tin veins. And you also have apatite in there now. The hubernerite is also going to give you the fluorite stuff, and it is tungsten as well, with manganese and oxygen. Now, the fluorite here, you have a little bit of chemistry going on. You put 3 fluorite with sulfuric acid, and you get hydrogen fluoride and calcium sulfite. Now, I'm guessing with this hydrogen fluoride stuff, this is going to eventually be used for some kind of reactor stuff for like uranium. Also, you can use the hydrogen fluoride with calcite, which will give you the fluorite, water, and CO2 gas. Or you can electrolyze it back to hydrogen and fluorine. This is the same stuff as the rotary craft crystals, but it's a dust instead of crystal, so it doesn't show up as being able to be used. I said something to Greg about it in the stream today, and he said not to worry about it, so I'm not worrying about it. So let's get back to the base cassiterite here. So all the byproducts have changed, and as I said, the tin and cassiterite are the same. And if you throw this purified into a sifter, you now get refined cassiterite and a chance at zirconium, 1.5%, and 5% for the dust. This is a nice way of getting level 3 tools early on, because you can make like zirconium axes, which are level 3. Might be able to save you from having to use those obsidian tools if you choose. You can also bathe the stuff as before with the same byproducts, or you can shred it, and when you run it through an electrolyzer, you get fluorite. Centrifuge, you get the wolframite, which again is a type of tungsten. So that's the way the cassiterite and tin has changed. Also, there were some tiny issues with salt water that were fixed, including a Buildcraft pump fix. Buildcraft pumps were hanging up. We had planned on testing it, I guess, before Buildcraft pumps wouldn't work at all on seawater. Now they will, and so they won't hang up when you actually place them. And from what Greg said in the stream, it will work for clearing out our underground river we have here, where it flooded our mine shaft, except that we need to go out and find where the actual hole is out here and close it up, because when a Buildcraft pump pumps the water, it does not respawn like it would normally. It won't spread, so therefore you will actually start draining your ocean through the hole that it originally came in from. So you want to seal it off before you start pumping it. It will not work like a drain where it's infinite. Another thing that he changed was a fix for the mystery Mistcraft Dump Dimension generated Gregtech ores, which it couldn't use anyways, meaning Mistcraft baking a cake caught a lot of unnecessary lag. He disabled most but not all Gregtech World Gen from that check. I have no idea what that is. I haven't used Mistcraft a whole lot in 1.7.10. I don't believe I've used it at all with Gregtech, so I can't really say a whole lot about it. I know there's been a lot of talk in the IRC about it. A server was having issues with it, so that has hopefully been fixed for them. And believe it or not, that is about it for this week. I haven't really seen too much else in looking around with it today. So, kind of short and sweet update video this week. Greg said he had some issues staying on track this week due to friends and things, but he's planning on getting back on track next week. And just to let anybody know that might be interested in the live streams or here on the server, Crazy is going to start messing with Botany from Beanie's Mods. So if anybody's interested in how that stuff works, just stay tuned. I think she's actually going to put out some videos about it, and I'll kind of show what kind of things she's been looking at. And I did notice that there are pigments. There's a lot of different colored pigments here, which make different kind of stained glass, and this clay stuff, which can be used to make these ceramic blocks. So I want to take a look at those. Maybe we can use them in place of some of this hardened clay we have around here. Color the place up a little bit once she gets some breeding done. But that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Or stop in and talk to Greg in the IC2 Gregtech 6 forums, or on his Gregtech dev channel on IRC. Or if you'd like, leave a message here, and I'll be glad to answer it to the best of my ability or forward it on to Greg if need be. Take it easy. See you next time.